Howdy folks, it's Mama B, and I've got these 3 variegated yarns, and I think they're really pretty, and I feel like I can turn them into something altogether. So I'm going to make a really cute little skirt for JoJo. And so I've got this foundationless chain. I've made it the length that I need. I might add a couple more stitches just to show you how. So you've chained and you just go back into that, and that makes it extra thick as we go. So that's what I've been doing. And then I want it to stay straight and flat. So we're going to just pull it and make sure it's all the same. Can't see that very well on camera, but it all lays flat like a ribbon. And I'm just going to go right back into here. Try and get that off to the right start when I combine it. Okay. Get that end. This is the trickiest part, making sure that it's laying flat like a ribbon. I think I've got it. And then I'm just going to do a bunch of single crochets. All the way around. And I'm going to keep doing it till it's the width that I want my waistband. We're starting on the waistband, and it's not really a challenge. It's a little time consuming. So let's see if we can speed it up for you a little bit. As we come to the end of that first row of single chains or single crochets, you want to again double check, make sure this is laying flat as you continue over it. After that it'll be quite easy because it will lay like a ribbon, and you've already taken out any twists and turns that you need to in order to get it to lay flat and like it's supposed to. So then we just continue on. Again, not hard, just time consuming. Okay, let's talk about this waistband for a minute. This is about how wide I want it. This is where I started and linked it. And if you look at this for a minute, you'll see that it kind of bows like, it has just a little bit of an arch because this side is a little bit looser. Now there's a couple of ways you can deal with this situation. You can just ignore it, or when you make your waistband or your belt loops, you can chain. I like to chain about a number that I'm going to remember. So because of the width of it, I'm going to chain 10. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll give it a little bit of loop, and that way a belt can get in there easily. And then you just go over to the other side and slip stitch it right to it. And then do another slip stitch in the next chain, or in that next single stitch, single crochet. And then we're going to go back with single crochets all along the loop that we just made. Now the reason we're doing so much single crochet for this part is because this is the structure. The waistband holds it on your hips, so you're going to want to make sure that it's got a little bit of structure for it, and single crochet gives really good structure. Once we get all the way back along this loop, you're going to have to decide how wide you want your loops to be. And there's the variations that you can do with it. This is the back of my skirt because I started, this is my joining seam, and so I want that to be in the back. Okay, so then when we get up here, we'll do a slip stitch. And then in order to balance this out, what I like to do, because this is such a nice straight edge, I will go back down with single crochets. I got a little Toki here making extra noise. You want to say hi? Help me crochet? Yeah? Okay. We'll finish going back, and instead of coming back to continue on this row where we start, we stay on this side. And that will pull all that extra loose in. Now, some of you might work it out and not have any loose, and that's perfect. But if you do have some extra loose in there, this is the way to fix it without having to frog the whole project and start all over again. Toki, you're up to trouble, buddy boy. See how that's looking? And then we're going to crochet the distance that we want between our belt loops. Now you may want a couple of them close together. You may want 3 or 4 of them close together. This is a little skirt, that would be too much for it, I think. Okay, Toki, thank you for your help, bud. But we're going to go, a fair distance. You want to keep them fairly even, the space in between. Toki boy, you're a challenge. Beautiful, helpful challenge. Keeps trying to get my cords. He does like cords. Okay, so I'm going to estimate about that far in between, and then I'm going to chain 10 again. Come back up on this side, slip stitch the next one, single crochet back along that loop. Try that again. Helpful buddy boy. He's up to all kinds of mischief you can't see on the camera. So I thought I'd put him on the camera and let you see him. That's how we do the belt loops. So this one's going to be a little bit wider because I wanted to cross over. And the rest of them will just be these little 2 layers. Don't do that, Toki. Come here. Say hello. Yeah, you can help me there. There'll just be 2 rows, so the initial single crochet and then the row after that. And then you just do that all the way around, and you put those loops where you want them to be. Not hard, but again, a little bit time consuming. So let's speed it up again. Okay, so how far apart do we do our belt loops? I like to take the first one, the distance between the first two, decide where I want them to be, and then just fold it at the second one because I want them roughly the same distance apart. So we'll fold it at the second one, come back to the first one, and see here I've crocheted perfectly the distance. So then I'll chain and know that there's the same distance between these two and these two. And you can work that all the way around your belt loops, and when you get to the front, which will be opposite of this first one you started, you can do variations on the front to make it super cute. We'll try and show you that too. So at this point, we're coming to the front. You can see the back is the center, and we're coming to the front, and I want to do a little variations. I like to do this with my skirts so that when you pick it up, you can initially and quickly see where the front of the skirt is. So instead of putting space, we're just going to do a slip stitch and then chain 10 more. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to go right back down. And this will make a cute little double loop here. Slippery ropes this morning. And just double check that. That's how I like it. So I'll go back and just make a belt loop that much closer. And I think on this one I'm going to do 3 of them because of the distance between these and the next ones. I'm going to want to do kind of fill it up just a little bit. Now you can pre-plan it a little bit better than I did, and you can, put the distance between them a little closer so that it brings it up closer. But you want enough room for a belt buckle to be in the middle of your front ones if you do variations like this, and you want it to be centered from this back loop. So those are the markers that you're looking for when doing variations on the front belt loops like this. See how that's going to look like that? I'm going to put one more. Finish going around to about here where I'll measure it and make sure it's right. See, I'll put it about here, and I'll do 3 more, and then I'll finish off with my last one and finish around. This is what we're doing. So we'll speed it up for you. Okay, we're coming right up to the end, and we're just going to crochet or do a slip stitch to finish off that round. Now this is our skirt waistband. So we've got the triple in the front and then 3 in the back and sides. Okay, double crochet all the way around. And the nice thing is you can see we've incorporated that wonky edge, and now it just looks like part of the skirt. The top is all nice and straight, and if you don't have a wonky edge, who cares? It'll look great. So there we go. We will continue this in our next video. Folks, thanks for watching and have a fantastic day.